from my apartment in Scottsdale, I had a clear view of Camelback Mountain to the west. It was the most prominent landmark in the area, 2,707 feet in altitude and about 5 miles from the Giants minor league complex, appropriately named due to the profile that resembles the hump and the head of a kneeling camel. Admiring that beautiful sight daily, I was intrigued enough to ask Dave Greshner, the Giants' longtime head trainer, about the mountain. He gave me the lowdown: popular hiking spot. On occasionally both major and minor league players run the mountain for conditioning. Is it difficult, I asked? Not so much, Gresh told me. It's okay as long as you stay on the trail. But every year a lot of people wind up getting airlifted off the mountain because of dehydration or injury. If you go up there, Tewks, make sure you stay on the path, Gresh reiterated. Now, I'm not really a hiker, although I do like to walk. Maybe the former is evident of the fact that I laced up my new Nike turf shoes that day after our short, early spring workout, pulled on my Giants spring training issued shorts and conditioning t-shirt, failed to tell anyone I was going on a hike, and proceeded to take on a mountain, alone, that I knew nothing about. It couldn't be that difficult, could it? People of all ages hike Camelback. I parked, grabbed my phone, and in the unlikely event I would need it, snagged a bottle of water and breathed into the arid desert air. There are 2 different entry points to Camelback Mountain, Cholla and Echo. The easier hike, I was told, was the Cholla Trail. So off I went. En route, I stopped to read the information posted on the big sign at the trailhead. No pets, check. Bring water, check. Get off the mountain before dark, check. It was only 3 p.m. And stay on the path. Got it. Maybe here's where I should mention I don't like heights. Flying I've become accustomed to, but even driving on tall bridges gives me the shakes. Put me in a glass elevator standing next to the back panel, and I stop breathing and must look the other way. Nevertheless, stay on the trail, and all will be good. It wasn't long before I got some elevation which provided some fabulous views of the valley, my new spring home. As I hiked higher, I got a little anxious, but simply kept my head down and kept going, looking up just to take in the view here and there. The sights were amazing. The trail wasn't crowded, and a couple ahead of me finally stopped to turn back and head down the mountain. Was this the summit? Nah, can't be, can it? I decided to keep going until I came to a point in the trail that left me unsure of which way to go. Nobody was around to ask or follow. As I scanned the area, it looked like the path was straight ahead. I think now that perhaps that's another rule of hiking. If you're unsure whether you should be going in a particular direction, you probably shouldn't. So I hiked. The path narrowed. I hiked. The path narrowed even more. I hiked. Whoa! About 1,800 feet up in the air, looking out over Greater Phoenix, is utterly spectacular. The entire valley sprawls out below me. The iconic Phoenician golf course and resort is directly at the base of the mountain. In the distance, I can see Tempe and Arizona State University. To my right, I see the big dome football stadium in Glendale, home of multiple Super Bowls, and other parts west. And about 60 or 70 feet above me, to my right, is what I think is the top of the mountain. Man, I'm this close. I think I should hike a little bit farther. In my head, I began to hear a friendly and familiar voice. My dear friend Dan Luker, who we all know as Adventure Dan. He was a hockey player at Hamilton College in Clinton, New York, and a huge Boston Bruins fan, and today continues to play hockey into his 60s. He's one of those guys you probably have in your own group of friends, too. The one that's always up to take the risk. Swim with the sharks? Yeah, why not? It'll be fun. Kayak around the jetty at Wells Beach back home in Maine in the middle of a blinding rainstorm with high winds? It'll be fun. This voice filling my ears, I put my head down and climbed a bit farther. Yep. As I tell the players I coach, it's amazing how far you can travel when you have a goal and focus on the next step. Adventure Dan wouldn't stop now, and despite the slope of the terrain, a few more rocks and cacti, and